baseball. There is no dirt on Kelly. That's the dirt. Which means Kelly is a very kind, sweet, caring, patient, loving, sensitive, and beautiful inside and out. No wonder Rod fell in love with her so quickly. And I don't think there are any two people who complement each other so well as Kelly and Rod do. They make such great couples. So Kelly's been in my life for over 28 years now. And of course, like all sisters, we've had our ups and downs and have not always seen eye to eye on everything. And I remember when I found out the day that she was obsessed with my favorite band, 311, just like me. At first I was very upset, but over the years that has become one of our greatest bonds. And one of their mottos is, stay positive and love your life. So as you guys go on, remember that always, stay positive and love your life. And Rod, to you, I say, stay positive and love your wife. So may your journey through marriage and your life together bring you joy and happiness and everything that you both desire, deserve, in an everlasting and growing love. And I wish nothing but the best. I love you both. And I'm glad to have now a brother in my life. And yes, I love you both.
Mr. Miguel Dillon.
Good, baby. Good job, girl.
She said perfect.
Yes, you do. I love your wife part.
Great.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out from everywhere. We've all said many times. I'm so happy to see my brother happy today. I'm sure everyone else is. And we prepared a little speech for you guys.
Technology?
Yes, technology is great. I've known Rod for a long time. He's had many career changes in his life. When Rod was a firefighter, his intentions were noble, but his heart was left unfulfilled. It was the first mile marker on a long road on which he was traveling. Fighting fire is a noble profession, but we all knew there was more in store for Rod. Then came the time for Rod to try on a hat that fit perhaps a little more comfortably in a flame retardant helmet. As a financial consultant, Rod single-handedly caused the housing bubble. Still, though, just one more leg on a long road. As a school teacher, Rod was responsible for loading the daily wisdom onto the pristine hard drives of his students. And we can all sleep well at night knowing that the younger generation is out there acting on the lessons he taught them. As a member of the School of Rod myself, I can tell you that my prayers are with those youngsters every day. And of course, there's Rod, the soon-to-be doctor, having delivered over 20 babies in med school. He seems to have his sights set on an even younger generation and find a job where he can get to kids sooner than before. As you can see, there have been a good many changes in Rod's career path. This isn't due to any sort of commitment issues, though. It's because the world isn't big enough and life isn't long enough to accommodate Rod's consistent need to make a difference in it. I think he's pretty settled with this doctor gig, but I wouldn't count on the possibility of him finding new and interesting ways to apply himself and the many years that he and Kelly now have together. Ah, yes. That brings me to the main point of the whole speech, Kelly. Kelly and Rod. I've known Kelly for the past 10 years. But more importantly, I've known the Rod that Kelly has made him into for the past 10 years. We have a man to whom the world's indeed full of choices, and there has been no telling where he would wind up next. Not so when it comes to Kelly. She has been the constant. She is the road on which Rod is traveling, and changes that come along are all part of his trip with her, and her trip with him. Rod the car. I promise, Kelly, the engine has a lot of mileage left in it, and it's running great. She's a daily, and hey, so are you. It gives me amazing pleasure to call you family, and now that it's official, it's out loud, sister.
Oh my goodness. Hey, this is tremendous. Thank you guys for coming out. This is the best day of our lives. And I want to thank Kelly and Rod, and you've made it very special for us. And I think back to the time when Kelly had just been in Hopkins maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and she caught this cold, and we went on a mission of mercy. We had to rescue Kelly. She needed Mama. Remember that? Yeah. She needed Kleenex. She needed a little antenna for her TV set. And I asked her the question. I said, Kelly, have you met your soulmate yet? And you know what? I think she already had. Within the week, yes. It was real nearby. And yeah, it's very special. So, and of course, Rod, I know how he won her heart. It was through culinary abilities of noodles and lima beans. Right? That was, of course, that wasn't hardly a meal, was it, Rod?
The vegetarian stage.
But yeah, it's great to have you and our family, and I'm very thankful that I finally met Alex. I feel like I can embrace the dailies now because I found someone of similar political orientation. I've been searching. And we really appreciate you guys, and glad that you're part of our family. And we want to come out and visit you all. So we like to travel, so hopefully the doormat will be open and we can come out and see you all in South America or wherever. We love to travel. So thank you. It's our pleasure. And why don't we have a kiss for the bride and the groom? You guys did it so well.
All right, thank you, Russ. Thank you, Susan. And next we have Father of the Groom, Mr. Javier Daly.
I don't know whether it's a mic or not. In this case, doesn't matter. You don't hear me, honey. Yeah. About 10 years ago, we got a phone call. Rod said we were in Boca Raton, and he said, "Mom, Dad, where are you?" One of my friends' house. I think it was Thanksgiving, around one of those days. Say, I know. I'm driving. I'm getting home tonight. How are you getting there? Oh, with my girlfriend and with her car. Okay. That's when we first met Kelly. And I've seen Kelly from a young or old teenager growing into a young adult and to the beautiful woman that she is today. That from eating artichokes and the meat, which is not the meat, the heart of it. So, and I have to tell you one thing. I don't need to welcome you in my family, because you'll be part of my family for quite a long time. Many people probably don't realize, but what Rod was about to choose colleges, he had two choices that he was debated: Johns Hopkins and Washington University. He went and visited both, and I'm very thankful he chose Johns Hopkins, because that's where he met Kelly. One last thing. Tonight, we have people from different ethnicities, different languages, different accents. Please, mine is one of those. Different religions, different nationalities. But only one common thing: the love for Rod and Kelly. And I want to toast for them.
Thank you, Mr. Blair. Lastly, certainly not least, we have the father of the bride, Mr. Kyle Chambers.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming on. I was getting ready to say all of this. And I was like Katie, it's like, got to find out what to say, and so I talk to people, and it's like, you're supposed to dig up dirt on Kelly. Well, I don't think there is any. I was talking to people, and they were like, tell her how she kept you up at night. She cranky baby, and I was like, well, no. Kelly slept the night. The day she came home from the hospital. Never caused any trouble.
I like Katie.
Katie took a couple weeks, but not too long. They're like, well, say all the bad things your teachers said about it. And it's like, well, no, they never said anything. They always said they'd work forever if the students were all under count. There's a high bar and standard you need to keep on. She isn't perfect. Kelly's been selling me for years on rock. I'm very skeptical of that. She's perfect. And it's like, I want to hold a high standard to any potential husband. Kelly's like, oh, he went to Johns Hopkins. He's smart and hard working. A lot of kids went to Hopkins, and there were other good working, hard, intelligent people. Like that. She's like, well, he's going to become a doctor. I'm still skeptical. And then she said, he's a big Baltimore Raven.
Go Ravens!
This is why I turned my back.
Like it went all downhill from there.
All right, thank you, Kyle. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is now time to start the dancing portion of our evening. So I'd like to invite both